Grand Rising. Subscribe to the new channel. Subscribe to the new channel. Grand Rising.
Welcome to the Grown Folk Zone, where the conversation real and the vibe unmatched. Bigreddiva in the building. Let's talk. Pull up, tune in, let's talk tonight. Bigreddiva got the mood just right. Real talk, real people, no filter vibes. The grown folk talk sector come alive. Pull up, tune in, let's vibe tonight. Conversation heavy, but the mood feel light. From love to life, we say what's real. Bigreddiva tell you how we feel. Let's talk tonight. Bigreddiva got the mood just right. Real talk, real people, no filter vibes. The grown folk talk sector come alive. Pull up, tune in, let's vibe tonight. Conversation heavy, but the mood feel light. From love to life, we say what's real. Bigreddiva tell you how we feel.
Grand Rising. Grand Rising. I have a little to say this morning, but first, let's go subscribe to the new channel. That is me, Chanel Jarman, and that's what the new channel is labeled. So please, you guys, go subscribe so I can do my live streaming from over there on my StreamYard. I appreciate it to the fullest. Grand Rising, everyone. I pray the Lord finds everyone in good health and strength. Today, I'm going to speak a little on what's been going on in the YouTube streets. I know everybody's getting tired of Mink and her situation, and everybody's going live on her and, voicing their opinion about what has taken place. Now, let's set the record straight. I don't wish bad on anybody. It's not in my heart. But when a person constantly do the things that this young lady has done, I've been on YouTube actively for about 2.5 years, but observing about 5 years. Salute. Salute to you that came in. So I've seen this young lady do a lot of things. I've seen this young lady hurt a lot of people. She said some bad things about people, their children, their loved ones, and right now I have no sympathy for her. None whatsoever. And you would say it's her karma, which everybody gets karma back one way or the other. Yes, if you do things dirty to people, yeah, you look for it to come back. So now it's her turn. And, a lot of people on here that rocks with her want everybody to feel sympathy for her and don't talk about her. I've seen Mink and heard Mink taunt a lot of people on this app, and she has no sympathy. Payday did a live 2 days ago. Mink joined the panel. She was asked, did she have sympathy? Or, would she take accountability for the things that she's done on the app and the things that she's done to people? And her answer was no. So why should we, any content creator, any subscriber, any fan, or whatever you want to call it, on this app, have sympathy for her right now? I don't like that she's in the situation that she's in. Again, I don't wish nothing like that on anybody. I don't. Good morning, Big Brenda. How are you? So again, I don't wish anything like this on anybody, when she first tapped in, she's told so many lies about the situation till you don't know, what to believe. First, she was struck by an 18-wheeler. We all know that is not true. If you struck by an 18-wheeler, you won't be able to talk and tell anyone about it right off. Then it was a regular vehicle. Still in the same situation. Where will you be able to talk to people and tell people what's going on? Whatever you were struck by. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Miss Brenda. Exactly. And that's the sad part, because I don't understand, where their minds be. When you could just constantly taunt a person. I know this is a form of entertainment, but when you go to the extreme, like Mink has gone, it's beyond entertainment. That's a person that has no morals, no compassion. She has demons that she has to face herself. Looking at the things that she's done, And I'm a newcomer, Big Brenda. So I could imagine um, you've been on this application longer than I have. So I could imagine what you've experienced opposed to the 5 years that I've been on YouTube, what I've experienced. And it's crazy because I've never in my 57 years on this earth experienced anything of such. Yes, we come across people, that would talk bad to you or maybe treat you bad or, play the dozen or, something to that nature. But to the extreme that this girl takes it to, I mean, this is mind blowing. But her followers, her subscribers, the people that rock with her, they don't want you to say anything about her. Anything. Exactly. And I've never seen the evilness, to this level. I've never, salute Queen Lakers. I've never seen this level of evilness. It's mind-boggling to me. Yeah, I've never seen it to this capacity. Um, I went on her live yesterday. She had already did it, but I made a comment, and I said I believe she was beat up by someone, and she's lying about the situation. And I told her that it was her karma coming back on her. So a few of her subscribers, fans or whatever, called themselves getting at me and, asking me, well, why didn't I address Jackie when she did her live or anybody else, that was speaking on Mink and the situation. And I told her I don't condone anybody that goes to those extremes. I don't care who it is. But because she take it to the extreme that she take it to, and a lot of times she starts things with people. And you are exactly right, Big Brenda. You are, if it was a real person, they can't stand it in the spiritual realm. So imagine if it was a person, a real person, like you say, me and you. My God. You're welcome, Queen Lakers. I like you. You're a genuine woman. When my spirit connect with people, I like having you around, you and Brenda both. We all, or I feel, are in the same age bracket. And we understand one another, And like I say, when my spirit connects, I want you, in my circle, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for grace and his mercy. And again, I say, I don't like seeing her in the situation that she's in, but hopefully this will change her. Give her something to sit down and think about. If she is messed up like she say she is, then, I pray that this is a wake-up call for her. Thank you, Brenda. I'm looking forward to the shoe competition this year. I got something for you guys. Yeah. But yeah, I pray that this changes her, because it's sad for, I know now she should be 43, along those lines. And for her to act the way that she act, oh my God. And that's sad. That Big Brenda, that's sad. If she's actually gotten worse, so I mean, anything that has happened, because I don't know, I started seeing things when she and Coolin was into it. Um Grand Rising, so prolific. I started, really paying attention when stuff started coming, around with her and Coolin and, other people um in the sector. Yeah, I've seen that stuff too with her and Chanel. And that's so coincidental. My real name is Chanel. And to see that person, I don't know if that's her real name or if that's her YouTube name, but my government name is Chanel. Um, and it's just sad. It's just sad, that she does the things and say the things that she say. So right now, I really have no sympathy for her, and I let it be known, I don't care for her. Um, Even at first sight, so it's really nothing that she did to anybody. It's just my spirit didn't connect, and I knew something was wrong with this child. My first time watching one of her lives, I'm like, Lord, this girl she need help. And as we went along, I realized, yeah, she's somebody that I can't deal with. So like I say time and time again, if I have a problem with you, I'm gonna come to you. Uh, you don't have to search around and wonder. I'm gonna bring it to you. Uh, I don't choose and pick sides because I'm all over YouTube. I hold down moderator sticks for a lot of people, and might be your enemy, might be your op. But again, I don't choose sides. Now, if you give me a side, then okay, I'll take it. And what I mean by that, if I'm in someone's chat and you don't rock with them, and you see me there and I have a moderator stick or whatever, oh, Big Red Diva, you gotta pick a side. You were over at Thus and So's channel and I don't rock with them. Well, I don't have anything to do with what goes on between you and Thus and So, because I'm a free agent. I'm not connected to nobody's sector. I do what I want. I go where I want to go. Now, where I could see you having a problem with me being in your ops or in the sector, I mean in the chat or on the panel, is if I'm talking about you with that person. I don't do that. I don't do that. Now, you may see me in the chat speaking to everybody like I do. I know I might get on some of y'all nerves, because I'm going to shout out everybody when I can. I may listen to what that person has to say about you or whatever it is. But that has nothing to do with me. So if you see me on your ops page, on the panel, whatever, as long as I'm not speaking about you, it shouldn't matter where I am. Because again, I'm going to do what I want. Grand Rising, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go where I want to go. And if I see you, then hey, that's you. I can't control what you do. And that's another thing. We are all grown over here. Nobody's a child. You don't control me. I don't control you. I can't tell you where to go. And you shouldn't want to tell me where to go. It's so many people on this app. So many. That's why I don't want to be connected to anyone. You know, meaning you come from the Mo3 sector. You're not supposed to be in the beef sector. Or I met you through, and I'm just hypothetically speaking, I met you through Queen Laker. And Mona, you don't want me to be on her page. That's not going to happen. Because I'm going to be on your page, her page, Big Brenda page. You know, if you're speaking on something that I like, I'm going to ask to come up and let's talk. Exactly. And that's what we could do. You know, we subscribe to YouTube. We pay whatever needs to be paid. So that means I can roam freely. Exactly. Exactly. I don't let my parents control me. So I'd be doggone if I let a person in another state that I've never seen before, first time meeting, when I click a button to come on an application. Right. But to me, the sectors, that doesn't matter to me. You know, it's just a word. It's just, you know, maybe that sector is the sector that you paid the most attention to until you ventured off to see that it was other sectors on the app. You know, I started listening to MHB. That's how I was introduced to the Mo3 sector. And then I just started subscribing to everybody in that sector. But that didn't make me ground and rooted. Oh, I come from the Mo3 sector, and that's just what it is. Yeah, I may have that door was open for me to meet the people that I've met in the Mo3 sector. But then it extended to me meeting other people too. I know Room Shaker is originally beef sector, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe that's how she got her connection in, you know, to being there. And I don't know, you know, what brought her there, but hey, she connected with someone in the Mo3 sector, and that's how she came over. And I gather the same way with everybody else. But like I say, it's enough in it for everybody to get a bag. I don't condone all the hatred that goes on, you know, the pocket watching and all of that foolishness and the striking. And, you know, that is so crazy to me when everybody is in it to win. I love knowing that you doing your thing, and at the end of the day, you got a bag. Because a lot of y'all give good commentary. You give it, you know, I love your commentary. I love listening to Brenda. I don't know if Miss Queen Lakers have a panel, but the advice that you've given the last couple of days, you know, I love that. I love that. So I feel like everybody should get them a page, and because we all have something different to offer. We all have something different to offer. And there's so many people out there that's looking for everything that we offer. all the ladies that I've seen, exactly. I don't care. I want people to make a bag. I want you to get something out of it. If you're gonna be on here all day, like I've seen people on here all day, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm a retired hairstylist. Sometimes I don't have anything to do but be on YouTube. That's my entertainment. That's my pastime. It keeps me out of trouble, to be honest with you, because I look forward to what's going on today. Sometimes I have to take my phones and hide them from myself to get some rest, because I don't want to miss nothing. Oh, and it's very addictive. Yes, I have a life, don't get me wrong. But in my spare time, and sometimes I could have a lot of spare time, I'm on YouTube. I'm also, on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. I mean, that's my entertainment. I don't do television. But I was saying, the grown ladies that I've come across, such as the 3 that's in the chat, you guys have a lot to offer. And on top of that, I love your beauty. I love your style. I love seeing beautiful Black women. Y'all need to cam up more. I mean, in whatever state you're in, I want people to see all of who I am when I cam up. Sometimes I'm not going to be made up. My hairstyles change. Sometimes I will be made up. Sometimes I will be dressed up. Sometimes I'll be sitting in the middle of the bed, like I love doing. Thank you, Queen Lakers. But y'all are some beautiful women, and we need to compliment each other more. You see, it starts. You got to start somewhere. And I be all over the place, when I'm talking, because when things come to me, I just let it out. Sometime it match, sometime it don't. And I don't want to spend all my morning talking about mink. I'm Big Red Diva, and I'm also Chanel Jorman. I have started another page because I accidentally hooked my StreamYard to the other page when I was trying to hook it to this one. Exactly. So I ended up hooking my StreamYard to another page. So I'm connecting both of them, and this is, wait a minute. Hold on. This is the other page. And I need, 50 subscribers before I could go live on that page. So just to let y'all know, it's me. Please go over and subscribe to that page as well. So yes, I am her. She is me. Not a catfish. I don't have nothing to hide. All I ask, I know I've been doxxed. All I ask, don't put my personal information on YouTube without my permission. Thank you, because I will prosecute to the fullest. I have nothing to hide. I'm a human. I've been through just about everything everybody has been through and some. I'm on here to speak real life experiences. So everything about me, I may tell it myself, because if I see something that's going on and I feel like it needs to be spoken on, I will, if I've experienced it. Such as relationships, weight loss, faith walks, disappointments, all kind of things. That's right. Exactly, Queen Lakers. No catfishing over here, baby. And when I learned that, I'm like, wow, I know it happens, but my God, they'll take it to that extreme. That now that's a person that comes with the intention to hurt a person, scheme, scam, whatever. Yeah, and I've seen it a lot that has happened to on here, and I felt sorry for those people, but that's why you don't right, that's why you don't put your trust in man, you see, and that's why you have to analyze a lot of things that's going on around you and pay attention. So yeah, I don't have anything to hide, baby. I am who I am, and that's just that on that. So you take it or leave it, but just don't. If I'm not harming you, don't harm me. Because I'm not that invested to where I go and look you up and record you and all of that. Rub me wrong one time and that's it. I'm not giving you a second chance. Yes, growth is where it's at. If you're not talking about growing, then something is wrong with you. And I don't care to be around you. My first feeling of your negativity, you are out the door. I don't believe in second chances, because if you burn me once, then you'll burn me again. Thank you. Thank you. And that's what I'm all about. Uplifting and encouraging you to do better. I was talking to Queen Sanity on yesterday as well. And everybody, and I don't know why society is like they are. They attack big people. If you don't know what a person goes through, you don't know what they've been through in life for them to be obese. I once was obese. I didn't start off that way, but I ended up gaining 350 pounds. But my obesity came from my pregnancies. I had 3 big old babies. And exactly, baby. I had them 3 big babies. And then I didn't maintain, getting my weight back down. So, I got comfortable with it, and I gained and I gained and I gained and I gained, and I got up to 350 pounds. And I was overweight for 30 years. Throughout the 30 years, I may have been in a depressed stage maybe for about 3 or 4 times in my life. See? And a lot of it came from situations in my life. You know, my mom was murdered when I was 21. And I think that started it, that added to other things that I was going through in life. I took on responsibilities that I really wasn't ready for. Being 21, and I had two kids at that time of my own. And after my mom's passing, age of 22, I had another baby. And then I'm taking care of four sisters that my mom left behind and three children by other women from my dad. Exactly. Exactly. So with all of that, I got 10 children. I'm 22. I should be living a different life. So quite naturally, eating was the scapegoat. And over the years, I gained. So I could sympathize with people that, are overweight and you're being teased, or you're being talked about, or don't know man want you, because you're big and this, that, and the other. That's a lie. That's a lie. So speaking with Queen Lakers, Queen Sanity, she doesn't have low self-esteem at all. But I just don't like, when other people come, oh, well, nobody want to deal with you. You're fat, this, that, and the other. They use the fat word like it's something that's gonna hurt me. I looked in the mirror every morning. I knew I was fat. I knew I was obese. So tell me something else. Say something else, because that doesn't hurt my feelings. And like I say, it don't stop no man from wanting you. I had more people looking at me when I was obese than I do now. I have men come up to me and tell me, I liked you better when you were fat. I say, well, how about I lost weight because my health was deteriorating and I wanted to live longer than what the cards would have dealt me if I would have stayed obese. My journey has been 11 years. If I had chose to stay the way I was with all the health conditions that I had, you wouldn't be hearing me talking right now. Because I had some things going on in this body. So my advice to her, which she's already doing, she keeps her head up. She's confident. Don't let nothing get under her skin, but stand your grounds. You don't let nobody talk to you any kind of way. And that's the, where they take jabs at her because they feel like if I talk about her weight, that's going to break her down. No, all it's going to do is encourage her to do something about it if it's a health condition. Otherwise, if she's comfortable in her skin, then hey, be obese, be fat, and love it. And those same people that's telling you, oh, don't nobody want you because you fat, those are the same people that want you, honey. But they so worried about what society is going to say. damn society. Everybody got an opinion. They're just like assholes. We all have one. So who gives a damn about how you feel because my old lady or my old man is obese and I'm small? Opposites attract. And one thing about me, I don't let nobody dictate my life or tell me what they think I should do. Because if I allow you to do that, it's not my life, right? It's yours. Hit the like button, the ones that's in the bushes. Just hit the like button. Thank you. Yeah, but I was strolling yesterday and I ran across Sean G's live. And I tapped in, see what they were talking about, and they were on relationships. And one of the questions was, would you take money from a man, any man? And Skinny was on there, and she said she wouldn't take money from all men. It just depends on who they are. And the debate was, you would take money from any man. And, she was trying to explain, no, I would not, because of, every man is not the same. And if you're taking money from random men, then some of them are looking for something in return, and then some of them are not, but you're not verbally saying these things. You just issuing me your money, I'm taking your money, and you're in your mind, oh, well, yeah, you're going to put out at the end of the day. And if that's not on your mind, then, it's things that come behind that for a man that's thinking on that level. So I joined the panel and I gave my perspective on the question. I was in agreement with Skinny. You can't take money from all men. But if we have a conversation and, you telling me why you giving me this money, and I give you my feedback on, okay, well, don't expect this and don't expect that, because that's what I'm not ready for that just yet. So it's giving me a choice, and it's also giving him a choice. So you have to sit down and communicate. You have to come to some type of agreement. So it was, if a man take you to Jamaica and he's spending all of this money on you, what are you going to do? And again, my question is, what are you expecting? Because if I'm not down with what you're expecting, then I want that to be known so you don't have to assume. And then when your assumption is not what it is, you're not upset and you're not feeling played. Because again, if I don't ask you to take me on a trip to Jamaica and spend your money, you shouldn't expect me to put out anything if I accept your offer. Now let's talk about it. So you'll have an understanding and I'll have an understanding. If I accept this trip, all I want to do is go on this trip and enjoy. If you're spending your money and I accept it, that's what I'm looking for you to do. Now, if I accept this trip and you come with, okay, if I'm spending my money, Bigreddiva, at the end of the day, I'm going to need you to put out. Let me make that decision. And even if I decide not to put out, then you still shouldn't be upset about it. because we have sat down and communicated on this thing. So you have an understanding and I have an understanding. So then I asked the question, and I did a live on this the other day about, you know, would you date a man that has no income, or would you date a man that works at a McDonald's? And the reason for my questioning that is because men have so many responsibilities on them. Society has led us to believe that the woman is supposed to depend on the man whole soul and body. And in certain situations, we are supposed to. But when the man comes to a point in his life where he may be down, then we supposed to kick him. Make him feel like he's useless. When a man is in that type of situation, he can't go to the government and get any type of assistance. If he does, he's frowned upon. And I don't agree with that. Because if a man could accept a woman and she has nothing to bring to the table, and he's taking care of her whole soul and body, I feel like a woman should do that same for a man. Would I date a man with no income? Yes, I would. Because I may encourage him to get out there and say, hey, let's go look for us a job, baby. Because I do believe what the Bible says, if a man don't work, a man don't eat. And he may need you to be that backbone and encourage him to get out there and do something. And just say, for instance, if that first job is a McDonald's, we got to think outside the box. You're going to go to McDonald's happy every morning, looking forward to doing whatever they ask you to do. Fry the fries, flip the burgers, toast the bread, cut the lettuce, bake the cookies, fill the ketchup tray, the mayonnaise tray, go outside, sweep the lobby, clean the restroom, and you're going to do it with a smile. Because guess what? When they see you doing your job, that qualifies you for a promotion. Oh, we're going to move you from fries today. We're going to put you on the grill. We're going to move you from the grill today, and you're going to help fix sandwiches. Oh, you do so well. We're going to make you a crew leader. Oh my, you handled that excellent. Let's see about making you a manager. You manage well. Let's see about if you could be a general manager. And then once you become the general manager, that means you up there with the big dogs. So now you can sit at the round table. You calling shots. Then guess what? Hey, I want to invest in a franchise. See about owning me one of these buildings. So that's my strive. And then I also tell the story about Ashford and Simpson. Ashford Way was made. She was already a award-winning singer. She started volunteering at a soup kitchen. Do your history, do your homework, go Google it. And Simpson came through, a homeless man. Every day, ate breakfast, lunch, and came and got him a bag at the end of the day. Bag may have been a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and an apple, a juice, a banana, whatever, a cookie. But every day he was at the soup kitchen. She served him. She sparked a conversation with him one day and saw that he was an intelligent man. And she talked to him every day after that. And then she invited him to her home. She had a piano at her house. And he walked, he was amazed, to see what he saw. Because he didn't know who she was. She didn't tell him who she was until she invited him over. So he entered the home and he sat down at the piano and he began to play and he started to sing. And from there, we all know the ending story. Ashford and Simpson was a hot item in the music industry. So why not date a man that has no income or date a man that's employed at the McDonald's? You never know where your diamond is. And that's for a man or a woman. Stop frowning upon our black men that have potentials. Stop frowning upon our black women. But women, y'all have to learn how to treat your black men. And vice versa. I don't like the name calling. In certain situations, if it's called for me to have to tell you off, then I will. But it's ways that I could tell you off without calling you the bitches and the whores. I don't like that. That's why certain people that I wouldn't even argue with on this app, because I'm not going to be disrespected at all. You're not going to call me a bitch, a whore. You're not. And I'm not going to do it to you. So I don't put myself in situations for it to come to that. Because I got a mouth now, don't get me wrong. And I could be her, but I don't like her. And I don't want to be her. That's why I say when you're growing, you try not to go back to where you came from. Now, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, oh yeah, I'll tell you a new asshole, baby. But I was always told, when you know better, you do better. And I'm getting older. And I don't want to do the old things. Because if I'm on here, trying to tell you to do better, then I have to do better too. Now, sometimes I get thrown off track. Don't get me wrong. I'm human. Yes, I've drugged for Mink. Because I don't like the things that she do. But I felt I've done enough and I said enough and I'm done with it. Put her in the hands of the Lord. Hope she change her ways. If not, anything that happens, that's on her. I know how to separate myself, and I have. I have nothing to say about her in anybody's chat. I'm done with it. because it gets sickening at times, you know? We could be doing something better. Now, whatever God has for her, that's between her and God. But I pray this teaches her a lesson. And for that, you know, ladies and gentlemen, let's do better. And it starts with respect. Don't disrespect a person if you don't want a person to disrespect you. Now, I'm not saying, you know, just bow down. You know, you have to protect your energy. You have to protect your mindset. You have to protect your emotions, your feelings. You know, yeah, you do what you got to do. But if you see, you know, you're going somewhere and that might get you in trouble or that might set you back, then get away from it. Get away. You've been there, done that. Stay on your positive. It's hard, I know. But pray before you enter anything. Ask the Lord to lead and guide you. And he'll take you where you need to go. I'm nosy. I'm always looking. I'm everywhere. I'm in your bushes. I may reveal myself. I may not. But I'm looking. And I could do that because I pay for YouTube. I pay for StreamYard. I pay for Facebook. I pay for Instagram. So I can go where I want to go. And if anybody see me out of character, correct me. I have no problem with it. Correct me. Hey, Big Red Diva, you talking on this, but I see you doing that. You know, come on now. Because I'm never too big or too old where I don't stand to be corrected. I learned how to take corrected criticism a long time ago. So I have no problem with you correcting me. So, on that note, I'm going to say salute. Until next time, this is Big Red Diva, the Grown Folk Talk sector. Subscribe to the new channel, please. Chanel Jorman, better known as Big Red Diva, on YouTube. I love you guys. Until next time.
Welcome to the Grown Folk Zone, where the conversation real and the vibe unmatched. Big Red Diva in the building. Let's talk. Pull up, tune in, let's talk tonight. Big Red Diva got the mood just right. Real talk, real people, no filter vibes. The grown folk talk sector come alive. Pull up, tune in, let's vibe tonight. Conversation heavy, but the mood feel light. From love to life, we say what's real. Big Red Diva tell you how we feel. Pull up, tune in, let's talk tonight. Big Red Diva Diva got the mood just right. Real talk, real people, no filter vibes. The grown folk talk set to come alive. Pull up, tune in, let's vibe tonight. Conversation heavy, but the mood feel light. From love to life, we say what's real. Big red diva tell you how we feel.
Salute.